Welcome back inside our coverage from Media Day 2013. Ronan O'Shea joined by a very popular man here today, All-American Colton Underwood. Colton, you've been talking to the media all morning, but the good news is we're into August, and we've got football now every day for the next couple of months. Feels good, doesn't it?
It does. It's exciting to finally be able to put the pads on yesterday and hit somebody, I love working out with the guys, but, it gets old lifting weights, and it's really nice to get out and play some football and to make some hits.
You mentioned lifting weights. I think a lot of people don't realize how much weight players actually lose, one during camp and two over the course of a regular season. I know it was a goal of yours to really bulk up this offseason. How did that go for you?
It went really well. I put 10 pounds on. Towards the end of last year, I was sort of getting beat up a little bit, and I knew coming into the summer that was one of my goals, is to gain a little bit of weight, and I put on 10 good pounds. I didn't lose any of my speed. All my lifts actually went up. So I'm feeling pretty good about this season.
Now I know you're a big fisher too. I hope you got a little bit of time out on the lake this summer too.
Yeah, I did. I got to bring the guys out, and we got to toss some lures in and stuff like that. It was a fun experience, and that's part of this team, is we have such great chemistry. We're all friends off the field, which I think is going to be huge and going to be crucial for this championship run.
You talk about a championship run. It was a wonderful year last year. 9 wins, a long run into the FCS playoffs, including that fun one at Appalachian State. But it did end with a loss at Eastern Washington. I know that from the minute that game ended, you guys looked back on a great year and we're starting the process of building towards this year. How do you feel now coming into camp here when you look around at the guys alongside you in that locker room?
I feel really confident. Last year that was a great experience, but it sort of left a bitter taste in our mouth, especially as a defense. We gave up too many points at Eastern Washington. So, I'm really excited to get on the field with these guys and to see what's going to happen this year.
One of the benefits of a long playoff run is you get a couple extra weeks of practice, too. What do you think the guys learned, and what did you learn from getting to play a couple of extra weeks of football last year?
It definitely helped this young defense that we're going to have. They got more reps, and they also played, I don't think people realize, they played a crucial role in our special teams. A lot of these defenders that got thrown in after we lost 5 out of our 7. And I have all the trust in these guys to make the plays this year that, some of the players did last year.
You've had an increasing vocal role, too, at this team, and part of that comes with being an All-American. You obviously get it done on the field, but then your teammates look at you to be a leader. Have you done anything differently this year, or do you feel maybe an added sense of responsibility to maybe speak up and help some of the young kids through camp?
Yeah, coming in as freshmen, we had some good seniors and some good leaders my freshman year when I was coming in, and it was really nice to have somebody to have my back. So that's one thing I made sure that all these freshmen know, is that, it's hard. They could get homesick too, and that if they ever need anything, they could talk to me or any of these seniors. We have a lot of leaders and a lot of good people on this team.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot here, and it's only been a couple of days through camp, but has anybody on defense here impressed you earlier? Is there anybody that you look at that you think is going to maybe surprise some people this year?
Definitely. Number 99, Braden Prate. He played a little bit for us last year, but now he's stepping in that starting role at tackle. I think he's going to have a great year. He was one of those guys all summer that was working his butt off and came and competed every single day.
When you were being recruited, I know they were talking about finally getting some renovations here to Hancock Stadium. We saw last year the construction crews starting to get some work done. As you look over here, just off to your left at this beautiful new facility, must mean a lot to you to see what this looks like and what it's going to mean for this football program.
Definitely, coming as a freshman, like you said, there was always talk about it, but we didn't really see anything done. And now to finally be able to see this massive, nice stadium, I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for the fans to come out and to pack this place and to get it loud like that Appalachian State game was. I feel like we could be a top program in the FCS just like Appalachian State was.
Still have a couple of weeks here at camp before opening night. We'll have a lot of time to talk about Ball State, but I have to imagine a deep playoff run, the win last year at Eastern Michigan. It's not like you're going on and taking against a FBS team that you haven't played before. This is something that you guys have been through before, and I would imagine the experiences you guys had last year help prepare you for that opening night in Muncie. Definitely.
Playing teams like Eastern Michigan last year and Appalachian State and Eastern Washington even, some of the top teams in FCS and, in a MAC school last year has definitely prepared us for this game. Coming off that loss to Eastern Washington, I think we're all ready to get back on the field August 29th and sort of prove ourselves again.
All right, Colton, thanks for your time. I know it's been a busy morning for you.
Yeah, thank you.
All-American Colton Underwood. We've got much more coverage from Media Day right here at GoRedbirds.com.